Yeah.
Okay. Just give brief introduction about yourself, Rajesh.
Myself, Rajesh Kumar. I am working in the Oodles Technology as a senior lead developer, and I'm working on the mean stack development projects with the Node.js and using a database Redis and Elasticsearch. And currently, I'm working on the Nowcast project, which is a OTT platform. So this is just a brief discussion.
Hi, Rajesh.
Yeah, hi there.
So, how many years of experience you have in Node.js?
5.7.
Okay, any front-end technologies?
Yeah, I know Angular and React.
Okay, how much experience?
In the React, I have a 3 years of experience. In the Angular, I have a 5.7 years of experience.
Okay, so have you worked on the microservices?
Yes, I worked on the microservices.
Okay, so could you please explain me what are the architecture of microservices?
So in microservices, we deploying the different modules or different projects into the server, the separate server with the separate database connection. And each services is responsible for their database and for fetching the information, for saving the information. So like just an example, if we have a user microservices, user services, and all the user data will store in the user services and by the user service in the user database. And if we need any type of information in the other API, then we will fetch the information from the user service with the help of URL and on the queue system.
Okay, so have you worked on the socket.io
Yes, I worked on the second.
and Redis?
Yes, I worked on Redis.
Okay, so let's start with the JavaScript.
Okay.
So, what is closure function?
Closure function is a lexical environment in which the inner function can access the data of the outer functions.
And what is hoisting?
Hoisting is a technique or mechanisms in the JavaScript in which we can declare the variables or functions before using that particular function or variable.
So, can we do hoist with let and const keyword?
Yes, definitely we need to declare that let and const. Like if we are declaring the const, we need to pass the value and we cannot change the const. If we are declaring the let, we can change the value. So we can do with hosting in these parameters.
What is debouncing?
Uh, Debouncing, uh, not sure about this debouncing.
Event bubbling?
No, do not know about.
Okay, so move to the Angular.
Okay.
So, what is the difference between JIT and AOT?
So just a time compilation. The another one is ahead of time compilations. These are the compilation techniques in the Angular. So the basic difference between the Angular is based on the AOT technique, and the JIT is followed by the React JS applications, in which when we changes anything in the code or compile it, it's just reflect on the browsers. Just a time ahead. And in the AOT, the whole compilation is processed, then the details is shows on the browser.
Okay, what are the data binding in Angular?
Data binding is a two-way binding in the Angulars. Like when we show any content from the TS to HTML, that is called a data binding.
Okay, so what is the difference between behavior or subject behavior? Sorry, subject or behavior subject?
Okay, so uh, these are from the RxJS, and these are used for the storing, like sharing in the data. When we share the data from one component to another with the help of services, in this we are using this subject and behavior subject. And in the subject, firstly, these are data type of the, we are declaring the data type as a subject and then assigning the value as a parameter with the help of behavior subject, making the new object of that.
I'm just asking what are the difference between two?
So exact difference, I do not know right now.
Okay. What are the different mechanisms for sharing the data between the sibling components and child components?
In Angular.
Yeah.
So in parent-child relation, we can use input-output. In the siblings, we can use service-based sharing.
What is the difference between view child and view children?
View child and view children's. Uh, view child is the uh, when we declare the component with the help of view childs, we can access all the parameters, all the functions from that components in the particular where we declare that component as the view child. And view children's, I do not have idea about this view children.
What is the difference between ng template and ng project?
ng template and ng project.
Yes.
So ng templates is used in the HTML, so where we bind that particular HTMLs in the parent tag with the help of ng template, so that it don't give the any type of error on the browser. We can easily add the like conditions on the with the help of ng template. And second one is ng project, correct?
Yeah.
No, I do not have an idea about this ng project.
And what is content child?
No, do not have idea about content child.
What is dependency injection?
Which one?
What is dependency injection?
Dependency injection, correct?
Yes.
Dependency injection is a technique in which we are injecting particular service in the components on the constructor. So that is called a dependency injection.
Okay. So could you please tell me the lifecycle hooks of Angular?
So firstly, for the Angular, the constructor is run. After that, ng on changes, and after that, ng on changes, ng on init execute, and then ng on view init, then view content, and then after ng on ng uh, after ng after init, after content init, and then after content check, and lastly we have a ng on destroy.
Okay. What are the use of AuthGuard?
AuthGuard or guards, use of the guards is to like protect the routings with the some conditions. So basically, an auth guards basically we use for the authentication guards. If there is a user have a valid authentication, then user can navigate to the particular page. So that's a guard.
Okay. Like move to the Node.js. What is the working of event loop?
So event loop in Node.js attain the multi-threading performance like event. Although the Node.js is a single-threaded applications, with the help of events loop and event queue, it's perform the concurrency in the Node.js.
What is the role of middleware?
Middleware is used in the Express.js. It is a it's intercept the request before going to the callback, and it performs some conditions before going to the callback. So that's the working of the middleware. Hello.
Okay. So what is the use of Express.js?
Express.js is a framework. So it is used to make the API in the Node.js application.
Okay. What is the error first callback?
Error first callback. Uh, no idea about this error first callback.
Okay, what is the difference between callback and promises?
So promises have the state. The first is the initiation states, and then reject and resolve. And the callbacks is the functions in which it gives some output after executions.
What is callback hell?
Callback hell is when we are using a callbacks multiple times. Like in callback, we have another callback. In that we have another callback. So that is a callback.
Okay. Suppose we have a multiple request we want to execute together. So what is the best way to run in a parallel way?
We can use a promise.all.
Okay. But if we use a promise.all, like if one of the server is aborted, so all of the request is aborted.
Yes. In that case, all the all the API calling will abort.
So can we resolve this issue?
So without using a promise.all, we can use a one if we are running in the sequential series manner, then we are
No, I'm just asking in a parallel manner. I know if first one is rejected, so there is no impact on the other if we run in a series. We have a very short time when we want to execute all the requests in a parallel way. So what is the best way?
the parallel way. We can use the async and await, and in that case, apart from this, we can use a recursion. So that also give the data.
No.
We can use async and await if we are not using a promises. So we can
Sync
use
await is not to run the function in a parallel way. It's just to behave just and synchronous. It's not a way to run more than one function.
function or API. Sorry.
Yeah, you can say any DB operation, you can say any uh, third party API. Both are the time taking things. Or you can say like a file processing system.
Okay. The synchronous manner. Uh, I have to check on this.
Okay. And do you have any exposure on MongoDB?
No, actually, I'm using MySQL and RDBMS database most. So MongoDB, DB, I'm just learn about this, not use any
Okay. So can we use multiple groups in a single query?
multiple groups for which in MongoDB.
Like no, in SQL, MySQL. Like we have a query
Yes.
and can we use the group of multiple columns?
Group of multiple columns in the MongoDB or in the SQL.
MySQL.
Yes, we can do.
Okay, and what is the priority of writing the condition like first we can write the group by or order by if we write a query.
Yeah.
So what is the priority of writing the query?
Okay, so firstly we are writing order by and then group by.
What are the use of joins?
For fetching a data from the different tables, we are using joins to make the relations and fetch the data according to the relations.
Suppose we want to fetch the data from our table by using the join. Like if there is a matching element in the child table, so it can proceed the data with the child element. But if there is no data in the child element, there is no effect on the left table, like a parent table. We want to get all the data from the left table, parent table, and want to matching data from the child table. So what is the best query? What
We
are the
can use
best way of
left join in this case.
left join?
Yes, left join in this case, the parent table will give the data from the parent table, and if there is a matching data from the child table, then it also gives the data, the matching data.
Okay, what are the aggregation functions?
Like sum, max, min, and average. These are the aggregation functions.
Okay. So Rajesh, will you share your screen? Open any online compiler,
Okay.
JS compiler.